Hello everyone, I know it's Christmas and you probably don't have a lot of time. That's why I want to do a very quick unboxing video. Yeah, what is in this plastic bag? I have this bag since quite a while and yeah, I didn't open it. And now it's Christmas and I think it's the perfect time to open it. It has something to do with this memory board that I designed for the AW64. There was a misunderstanding, and I will not reiterate the entire thing. If you want to watch the video here, whatever happened, happened. This board does not exist in this form right now. However, there is an updated PCB without Creative's Sound Blaster logo. That was the whole misunderstanding. You probably know the story. As a token of good faith, Creative sent me this box at the time when they asked me to not share the project with their logo. And today, we'll have a look what's inside. Just so you see, this really is still sealed. Oh, I don't even need my cutting knife here. This came from Creative about maybe 4 or 5 months back. It is a Sound Blaster AW64 Gold in box. It definitely has been opened before. If this would have been a sealed box, well, that might have been difficult to open, but I think this one we can risk to open. Let's not damage the cardboard box. And let's have a look what's in here. Okay, yeah, so here the cardboard box definitely has seen better days, but I don't mind at all. So, oh, and what do we have here? ActiveX Microsoft Internet Explorer 3.0. Technical support. Oh, and here is the Sound Blaster AW64 Gold. Let's take it out of the anti-static bag. Oh, wow. This looks different from the other one that I have. I know these contacts look bad, but this is just a reflection. They are perfectly clean. Let's put this aside for now. What else do we have? Web phone. Okay. Even have a registration key. Not sure if this is useful. Here we have a microphone connector, microphone in. Oh, here you go. So it even has it here in the box. And here is our microphone. I have a feeling these microphones were everywhere back then and they all look the same. This one looks very familiar. But now, of course, it says Creative on the plastic. Okay, what else do we have? We have DOS, Windows 3.x, Windows 95 DOS mode. Plug and play installation tips. Yeah, this was really something back then, trying to install your new hardware. Plug and play on ISA was not something that, that worked all the time. Let's just keep it that way. So here you have the Creative Plug and Play configuration utility, CTCU. This must be CTCU, and there is CTCM, which is the Creative Plug and Play Configuration Manager. So yeah, these are the two tools that you usually have when you're installing one of these Creative sound cards under DOS. And you can configure all sorts of things in software because the AW64 doesn't come with jumpers. So you do everything in software. And it always feels weird when I see legacy card selection or something about legacy in a manual of a hardware device that is 30 years old. What is this? Audio performance measurement. That doesn't look like this is part of the normal box that you get. Creative Confidential? Whoops. Date December 1996. Engineering service. Maybe this card was an RMA card, and yeah, they basically fixed it and kept it in their basement somewhere or in their office. I don't know. So yeah, I'm not sure what this document is. It looks like some sort of a documentation, how well the card performed. But I also have here a test system. So we have an Intel HX platform with a Pentium 100, 1996. We have the Graphics Blaster MA302. I don't even know what graphics chip is on there. We have an UMC chipset. We had a 1.2 gigabyte hard drive. And we had a second test system, which was a 46DX266 on an SIS chipset. And the hard drive was a Connor 1.2 gigabytes. Very, very interesting. Yeah, and I guess here is the testing equipment. So you had the card in one of these systems, and then you used this audio precision device to test all sorts of signals. Let's continue. Oh, we have some... Do we have some games here? Accolade Eradicator. Okay, I have never heard of this game, but this is still sealed. So we have this. Then, what is this? Magic Carpet? The Netherworlds. Okay, I have no idea. Also still sealed. Okay, and now we have some more manuals. Oh, and there's more stuff in here. Oh, we'll get to this one. So this is getting started. So this is the actual manual for our sound card now. Installing software in Windows 95. Setting up the audio card drivers. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. I think Windows 95 installation was a lot easier compared to whatever you had to go through in DOS. That doesn't mean that it always worked flawlessly. So you sometimes also had resource conflicts and had to deal with all sorts of different things. So here it gets a little bit more interesting. Here we have a few general specifications. So we see the advanced wave effect synthesizer. So this is our synthesizer that is built in to the AW64. You know, the most famous one probably is the Yamaha OPL3, but yeah, Creative had their own. So yeah, we have 32 voices. Then we have the 1 megabyte ROM of general MIDI samples. Okay, so this is already there. And this is most likely the one that is activating when you're using one of Creative's sound fonts that are just a few kilobytes. They most likely activate this 1 megabyte ROM and the samples that are stored in that specific chip. Then we have 4 megabyte built-in DRAM. These are the ones that we see here. So here are two chips, 2 megabytes each, for a total of 4 megabyte onboard DRAM where you can load your sound fonts. Now, Creative also has these two pin headers here, which you can use to upgrade it to 28 megabytes. So yeah, you can clip one of these memory expansion boards on top of your AW64, and on the gold, this looks just really, really good. And here's the MIDI Forge Rhapsody. This doesn't have the Creative logo anymore. I have the Symphony as well, but only one of my very early development boards. So this is literally revision 1.0. And let's just see if it fits on our AW64 gold. So here we are, and here you go. So yeah, the board fits nicely, and this is exactly the dimension and the location how the original CT1950 looked like. This was Creative's version when they sold this in 1995. We'll test the card. This much I'll owe you. We'll test this card. Make sure that Creative sent me a working card. And here's our SPDIF out bracket. So yeah, nice for digital audio if you require something like this. And then we have a Sound Blaster diskette plug and play configuration manager disk. Let's write protect this disk directly. And finally, quality assurance seals. Okay. And MIDI cable. This is stapled. So yeah, I guess I'm not really sure what I could do with it because I simply don't have any device. So yeah, this definitely connects to our joystick port or MIDI port. And here you can hook up some MIDI devices. Unfortunately, I don't have any. So yeah, that maybe is something for future video. And well, this is the content of what Creative sent me, again, as a token of good faith that there was just an issue with communicating what is my project all about. Okay, then let's see if this card that Creative sent me so many months ago is actually working. I have a Socket 7 motherboard here with an AMD K63 Plus running at 600 MHz. Oh, but here we get ISA PNP device listing, and we have one audio device, and we also see the DMA and IRQ. And we start DOS, and then there is Unisound. Does this actually perform DRAM testing? Yes. So, and 28 megabytes. Let's test this quickly and make sure that everything works as expected, and then we can run some audio tests. Well, and then we'll play a little bit of Doom. And the DRAM was tested successfully. So yeah, this was my first revision of the MIDI FORGE Symphony, and it works. 8-bit.
8-bit testing.
Sound card seems to be working. 16-bit.
16-bit testing.
Synthesized music. And then finally we have all synthesized music. This now uses sound fonts. Also works without issues. So this card is fully functioning. Thank you, Creative, for sending this over. I guess this concludes now the topic of Sound Blaster All-64 memory expansions. Creative also sent me something else, and I will have this installed very soon in my system, because they also sent me one of their more recent sound cards. So yeah, we will also have a look at the Sound Blaster Pro Gaming AE5 Plus. This is going to come very soon. And I really want to know if I can feel a difference between the onboard audio that I have right now or a dedicated sound card. I think I haven't used a dedicated sound card for over 15 years or so. Maybe it's time to revisit dedicated sound cards, specifically when you're doing a little bit more than just, listening to YouTube. Okay, so then let's configure quickly our Doom installation. I want to finish this video with comparing my two All-64 gold cards now. This is the one from Creative. This is the one that we just unboxed. And this is another one that I got from a friend from Germany. And yeah, both of them are CT4390 cards. But this is a little bit older. If I turn this around, so you can see the PCB here was made in the 50th week 1996. And this is here, it is the 32nd week of 1997. Otherwise, yeah, the cards look a little bit different. Definitely the logo has shrunk over time, so this is a little bit smaller. I do like the color of the newer model a little bit more. It's more brownish, feels more premium. This one reminds me a little bit of Sound Blaster 16 cards. And this one, yeah, it looks a little bit and feels a little bit more premium. Okay, and that's it for this video. Thank you, Creative, for sending over this Sound Blaster All-64 Gold. It works perfectly. And I can't wait to put this card into one of my permanent retro systems. Also, I want to thank PCBWay, a long-term supporter of this channel, for sending over the usual Christmas care package. This year, PCBWay sent over a scarf, a few toys, coffee cups, and an aluminum plaque with my channel name. Thank you, PCBWay, for an awesome year. By the way, the memory boards for your All64 sound card are available over a PCBWay's shared project space. So head over there and browse through my projects if you'd like. And finally, I want to thank all my Patreons for their invaluable support. If you want to become a channel supporter, please head over there and pick one of the membership tiers. I recently created a Discord server where we discuss vintage hardware, future projects, and just hang out to chat. I wish all of you now a Merry Christmas and a great transition into the new year 2026. And I hope you will tune in to many of my future videos. Let's hope it's going to be a successful year for all of us. Thank you for watching, take care, and all the best for 2026.